Welcome to Race Max Pro. This is my E-Class Rolf SCR. It's pretty much maxed out with regard to upgrades. It also got a rather interesting but simple design on it, though it is not that simple to actually do. The decal pattern consists of 42 decals, most of which are doing the outlines for the bumpers, both front and rear, in a contrasting color. The roof was given a different color as well, the whole roof. And I even did the mirrors as a separate color, in case I didn't want green ears sticking out from my car in something like a frontal view of the car. I did a little bit of decoration on it, not that extensive. The one you can see just behind the bumper there, the light blue. I also put that on the rear just to give it a little bit more personalization. And in tribute to our game here, I chose some of their logo decals to decorate the car with. The large one on the hood, which is actually made up of several decals, using one of the logo decals as the main scheme for it, as well as two small R's on the side. I found with this car it was not possible to put decals on the door of the car. That may be intentional, although I suspect it could be just from where the developer picked up the model of this car to make it available in the game. I'll talk a little bit about how the decaling was done. I did the roof first. This was fairly easy to do. The A pillar, the C pillar, which is the pillar at the back here, I did those with two separate decals to get a decal to actually line up right down on the edge where I wanted the black to go, and then I filled up to the roof line with another decal. I believe with the front one here I had it projected at something like an angle like this, so it didn't contact the mirror or any of the other bodywork or project through on the bodywork out the back. And then I filled in the top with one or two large squares just to fill the rest of it in. The other complex part of this decal is doing the bumpers. I did project a square decal, line to the right side, straight onto the front of the bumper. Actually, when you do the decal work, you can go to a slightly lower angle than I can do in the camera view here and project it pretty much straight on. Make sure you don't get hit any part of the bodywork behind where the bumper would be. And then I had to project and I took several decals to do around. I think it took three separate decals, one on the side, one about like this, and one pretty much right from the side to do just the front bumper. It would have been it was even more complex for the back bumper doing that part, because I decided to put a little curve in there and not extend it all the way to the wheel well. However, the decals for the bumpers are also much more complex than that, because I had to project decals in a downward direction to do the top part of the bumper that sticks out beyond the bodywork. If I were to do one like this, it would not cover that. And it consists of many square decals that were turned into rectangles and follow the curve of the bodywork. And just in front of the wheel well there, I stuck a circle made into a rectangle to fit the line of the bodywork bumper outline. In the back here, it was a little more complex to follow where the license plate would be, where they've got Race Max Pro and a bit of an angle that goes down there. And it was somewhat similar during the top of the bumper. And I decided, as I was going to do the mirrors different color, it was a real problem to do those. It was probably 4 decals, which were symmetry, so both mirrors came out. To find an angle to project onto the mirror without actually hitting any of the other body work was a little awkward. I think I projected one of them something like this, and then I had to fill in the other spots that were missed from that angle. So that's a little bit about the details of how to come up with somewhat of a simple looking paint scheme on your car. That's not exactly simple to do. As I say, this consists of 42 decals. Although doing something like that, each one of those R's, I believe, consists of 4 decals, with doing the outline in behind it, which was duplicated and changed to a slightly larger size. One slid forward, one slid back, and there was also a square-like put in there to actually do the contact between the 2 red parts of the R, I believe. So let's go take a look at this decal, how it shows up when we go out on the track. I'll do 3 short races of fast cash with my E-Class car. I'll start with street and work from there. And I'll just continue my commentary over the video when we get there. And you'll see what this decal scheme looks like in various different lighting conditions. Pretty short race. I think I'm going to have to do the other ones. I hope the drifting one's going to be a little longer than that. That drag racing usually tends out to be very short. And when you do a fast cash, you actually have the option of picking whichever style of race you want, although the reward you get is only cash and EX points. And nothing else comes up. I don't think there are very many cars you can actually outline the bumpers on in the game. This may be one of the few ones. You can outline other body panels or follow contours in some of the car parts, such as I've done with the car in the background there. This one over here. But I may do a video on that one as well. So do check out the whole series, and we got one more race to do. I'm going to show a drag race, which are quite short. So there you have it, my A-Class Rolf SCR, done up with somewhat of a real lifelike looking Decals game with 2 other touches on it. enjoyed this video, do check out my other videos or go online and take your car there with you and you'll see other people's customization there as well.